This is the 5th and final part of Skykeep. We're going to be spending this entire part in a room that's similar to the Fire Sanctuary.
Yeah, Well, pretty much is the Fire Sanctuary.
Yeah, exactly.
Similar, it is the Fire Sanctuary, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, and we'll begin, obviously, since it's the last part, we're going to be getting the 3rd and final piece of the Triforce. Which is the Triforce of Power this time?
Yeah, Triforce of Power. We got the Triforce of Wisdom first, then we just got Courage in the last part, and then we're getting the Triforce of Power right here. Now, it cracks me up right there. I don't know if you saw what Fee said, but she said there's like a 60% probability that if we go past this magma river, we'll get the last piece. Like, how does she calculate, like we have a map with the actual Triforce piece on it.
We're 100% sure.
And she's calculating like 60% when she's been predicting like 98. Well, I don't know if it's 98.
She said 90 earlier for sure.
Yeah, but like, whatever.
It doesn't make a lot of sense. And if you've listened to some of our commentary, you know I've just railed on.
I don't mind her as much as you do, but yeah, her right there, she kind of made me a little upset right there. Like 60%? Are you serious?
It's like we know it's in this room. Our map is telling us it's in this room. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, we should go into our viewers, like strap on your seatbelt because this is probably one of the most exciting parts any video we've ever done.
Yeah. This is pretty much like us just floating down the lazy river at Holiday.
And I was going to fast forward through some of it, but the way I cut the other parts, like this was already a shorter part, so I was like, you know, once you get like a nice little scenic tour. Yeah. See what's all around us.
And I will say, I do think this room is like a really good looking room.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful.
Like the flowing lava looks great. I love kind of like the decorations on the walls and stuff.
Which we kind of talked about that in the Fire Sanctuary.
We did.
Like the little detail in the Fire Sanctuary and how it actually looked beautiful.
Yeah. Like I said, the Wii was really able to bring out the, show the
especially if you played on the Wii U, which this was actually recorded on the Wii U via the Wii, blah, 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 blah.
It's like prior to that, though, Fire Dungeons always just looked like, it was just like, just red. That was
it. Well, they were okay in Twilight Princess.
That's true. But
like, it felt like the fire or the lava or the magma, whatever you want to call it, was brighter.
I was like,
in this game than in the other games. But like we were talking kind of while we were prepping for this commentary piece right here. Like I was gonna spit it out sooner or later. It was in my mind, but we kind of actually like this whole magma puzzle right here.
It really is. And it's like we hit on this a little bit in part 4 of Skykeep, but like part 4 was all about combat. You saw us go through stages of enemies. This one, it really is all about solving this magma puzzle, like you said.
Which is fun because we thought the last piece was actually the Triforce of Wisdom, which would have went along with like our whole courage and the whole gauntlet, but no, it's the Triforce of Power.
I was kind of wrong.
We couldn't relate it to it.
I will admit I was wrong on that one. But like you said, it is a fun little puzzle. It's like you're not really like reversing the flow of the lava or whatever, but you're opening up different flows.
It's just going too fast. I wish it slowed down a little bit. We're just moving a little bit too fast right now.
We don't have enough time to hit the switch.
As we sit there aiming for like minutes.
I know. It is a painfully slow part, but I mean, I get why, because for less experienced players than us, because let's face it, we're experts.
I won't say what I was about ready to say, because I was about ready to say I actually struggled on this the first time I played it. Because I just didn't know which lava flows to like get the lava, magma, whatever you want to call it, flowing in the direction I needed to.
And where to hit which switches to hit.
And those platforms like sync pretty quickly after they stop. So.
Yeah, you do have to kind of hurry when you get to the end.
Now, why are cursed keys in the fire part?
I know, especially since like just a minute ago at the beginning of this part, we saw fire keys.
Yeah, exactly.
On the first stretch. So now we're getting cursed keys, which the color and the theme just don't really fit.
No,
Fire Sanctuary.
Now, were they in the Fire Sanctuary, like the actual Fire Sanctuary? Were they in there?
I want to say briefly, but
I want to say that there's like a big room, like with a big magma pond, which actually that was most of the room in the Fire Sanctuary. But I do recall, I think maybe there being one room right there.
It just seems like they would have been much more...
I'm not positive.
They would have been much more appropriate in the previous part.
They just don't belong. Like, a fire dungeon, like, should have fire keys.
And we did get a few fire keys, but man, you know me, I hate fire keys in every Zelda game to do.
You hate keys, period.
Keys just give me nightmares. And
they're unbalanced, I guess you could say. They're just all over the place, which is what a bat really does.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's very realistic, but we don't have to like it.
No, and they just give me fits in every single game. And they're supposed to be one of the easiest enemies you could think of.
No, they've not been easy in one game.
They aren't to me anyway.
They were a pain in the original Legend of Zelda.
At least you were able to avoid the accursed keys, though. That would have been a pain.
And get that silver rupee right there, too.
It was a good try.
Hey, it's a little narrow area right there.
Not like
we really don't need that late in the game because, I mean, I think we've bonded everything by this point.
I'm sure we have. I mean, I can't think of anything after this. We go straight to the boss fight for the best part.
Oh yeah, you're right. Basically, just like get a cutscene.
Yeah.
And then we're on to the final boss.
I guess you could use it to buy some potions and stuff, or if you hadn't bought some of the...
we definitely need some of those, I can tell you that.
I agree with you there. Or like some of the trinkets, maybe if you hadn't already bought them, like the medallion, the heart medallion, and the other medallions.
Well, don't you actually... okay, I think you actually did buy a couple of those. A lot of those you got from the Goddess Cubes, though.
That's true, you did. I think you bought a couple
You bought in his air shop. Yeah, his air shop. You
shop?
did buy a couple in his air shop. I can't remember which ones they were, though.
Me neither. Not off the top of my head. But at this point, you should probably have them anyway.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to do you a whole lot of good.
I don't go to the shop too often because he's a little bit creepy, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Plus, I don't know how in the world him just pedaling keeps that stupid airship afloat, but...
It's probably got a helicopter on top.
I'd say that probably.
I didn't look. I really don't know. But this guy gets you right here,
Speaking of cursed guys,
yeah, he got me. I was sitting there training my arrows. I was like, oh yeah.
Well, at least he just goes under once the piece of lava.
Well, I'm surprised I didn't forget about him. Now I got this guy first right here.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh crap, that guy's still behind me.
Smart move to turn around and get him.
Because if he would have got me, I might not have been able to use my hook shot to get to that platform without sinking
that's a good
first.
question. I'm not sure if you'd be able to or not with the curse.
Because it's about that time length on the curse.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Another great aiming experience or aiming display right there.
Oh shoot! Me and motion controls and the hook shot have never ever.
Well, and then you got a movie platform too.
Yeah,
I mean, that's too many variables going on right there.
It really is. We're about to get to the third and final piece of the Triforce here, just to kind of talk about this dungeon overall a little bit. It was pretty low on our rankings for this game.
Yeah, like I didn't mind near as much as Red did, but I know like there was nothing climactic to it. Really,
no,
which we talked about in some of our earlier parts.
Yeah, it's just been nice to have a boss fight or a dungeon item. Not that you get at this point, but it is pretty cool though. They say now that you've got the 3 pieces of Triforce, you should have the ability to defeat Demise. Spit out, which is where we're heading next. And this wraps up part 5 of the Skykeep.